सो वेलकम बैक टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। आज हम लोग लीड कोड का बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने जा रहे हैं, जिसका प्रॉब्लम का स्टेटमेंट है परफेक्ट नंबर। परफेक्ट नंबर, व्हाट इज परफेक्ट नंबर? द परफेक्ट नंबर इज द सम ऑफ दैट नंबर डिविजिबल आर इक्वल टू द दैट नंबर, इट इज कॉल्ड परफेक्ट नंबर। व्हाट इज डिविजिबल? डिविजिबल means that number, what are the number divide that number, that is called divisible. What are the number divide that number, that is called divisible. So let's start our problem solving. Lead code problem number 507, that is very important for our interview point of view. So let's try to solve it. First of all, you need to understand one example. The number is given is 28. What are the divisibles of 28? We can show it. 1 itself. 2. Is the 3 is divisible of 28? Is it possible? 3 is divided 28? No, not possible. So we can't include the 3. The next number is 4. Is 4 is divisible of 28? Yes, 4 is divisible of 28. Why? Because 4 7 are 28. That is the logic. That is the logic. You need to build it. Okay. 5? No. 6? No. 7? 8? No. 9? No. 10? Is it 10 is divisible of 28? No. So no 10. 11? No. 12? No. 13? No. 14? Yes. 14 is the divisible of 28 because 14 to 28. Here all the divisibles are completed. Now add it. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 14 is 28. Yes, 20 is equal to 28. So 28 is a perfect number. Let's now start how to solve this problem in a code. First of all, I need to sum. I need to initialize one sum. Why? Because I need to add all the values, so we need to initialize the sum. Then what I initialize for the sum value? Sum is equal to 0. Then I apply. I write here pseudocode only. For loop. Where to where? For loop where to start? Is it I start from 0? Is it possible to start from 0? No. I start from 1. Where I need to go? That num divide by 2. How I need to go? 1 plus 1. Okay. I understand. Okay. Then how I find divisible? How I find divisible? First I need to find divisible. If I divide by that number, that is called divisible. I divide by that number is called divisible. If suppose I value is 2, okay, 2 modulus of 28 is equal to 0. 0? Yes, 0. Why? 14 to 28. So 0. So here I apply num modulus of I is equal to 0. If equal to 0, what I do? Simply I added that value in the sum. Previously we solved based on these problems. If you not seen, you go my previous videos and see there. Okay. I found my all the sum values. Then what I applied? What I need to apply? If sum is equal to num. Okay. One problem is solved. But in case num value is 0, then what we do to false. So num value not equal to 0, then only the number is perfect number. Then here only we return the what I return? True. Understand? Puduncha? Okay. Solve. Problem solved. Problem solved. Now we need to go and solve our problem in the code. Okay, let's start. First of all, what I make one sum value. Sum value I initialize with 0. Then I go with the for loop. For loop here I started from I and goes from num divisible by 2, and how the I value is increased 1 value. If num modulus of I is equal to 0, then only I add in the sum value. Okay, understand? In that case, what I need to return? True. There are very too much of mosquitoes in here. Is it correct? Let's solve and check it. All the test cases are passed. Congratulations. We did it. We done our problem. Okay. So keep it support, guys. Like, subscribe, and use to you try to give more views in my videos, and you let's continuous your DSA practice for interview preparations. LeetCode is very useful for our interview, and it's have too much of problems. We solve one by one, then only we can get placed in a good company, or else you know the conditions of software engineers. So tata, bye bye, see you. Meet you tomorrow with the next new problem, and keep continue your DSA practice in a LeetCode platform.